What a wonderful.
Alright boys, today we have an exposed video. Now, I've been doing a lot of research and I've been digging deep to try to find the actual, a really good exposed video to make, something that actually means something and isn't just clickbait like some actual journalistic type shit, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't realize that it was in my sub box the entire time. So I scrolled down and I found this guy that I subbed to a long time ago because he had a lot of cool North Korean sort of videos. So I went back to his channel and I was kind of looking at it. And yeah, this guy right here, Jack Up Parker. This guy uploads daily vlogs, well, multiple times a week, but daily vlogs about life in North Korea. So that right there should raise a lot of red flags. Now, if you go in the comment section, a lot of times you'll see like, oh wow, I didn't know that it was this cool to live in North Korea, or I didn't really have a perspective from the inside. Now I do, thanks. But there's something odd here, and not just with his channel. His daughter has a channel, which I assume he has or he owns. But she either lives in South Korea, or they have one of those deals where he goes back and forth, once a week, once a month, whatever the arrangement is. And so I'm thinking maybe he uploads and edits his videos there, right? Well, if you go into his description or his channel description, you'll find that the wording is weird. It doesn't really come out and say if he's from Indonesia or North Korea. And I think this wording is on purpose. So it seems like he is from North Korea when in fact he's from Indonesia and currently a resident of North Korea, right? So there's something fishy there. But I'm like, okay, maybe it's sort of like, how, kids from the States go to Germany, to learn some stuff in school, whatnot. Maybe it's a some sort of an arrangement like that with, the foreign policy and whatnot. How I don't know what Indonesia and North Korea have going on, but apparently they've had a pretty cozy relationship ever since the founding of North Korea. They kind of started the embassy there, and the two sort of dictators, Kim Il-sung and I'm not even going to try to say this guy's name, from Indonesia, were kind of chummy for a while, and they kind of fell out of grace, but still friends. And then Kim Jong-il took over, and then the son of the dictator in Indonesia, which I'm still not going to even pronounce his name either, took over, and so they became chummy again. So maybe they have some sort of trade agreement where whatever happens. And maybe every once in a while he might fly back to Indonesia, because his channel is listed as an Indonesian channel. Because if you go onto YouTube, I'm pretty sure that they're not going to allow you to list North Korea as your country of origin and where you're uploading from, if that makes sense. Like, why would they do that? So that means that the YouTube ad revenue that this guy has, and he has plenty of ads on his videos. That's 100,000 sub channel. I mean, I would literally fucking jerk off a homeless guy for that kind of sub count. But there has to be some sort of ad revenue going somewhere. So it's going to in his bank account in Indonesia, or maybe it's going to a bank account in South Korea. Because if you go to his daughter's channel, you can find a video where just it's a normal kid video that he probably edits and titles and does all the work, but films his daughter and blah blah blah. Nothing wrong with that. Especially they're in South Korea, not in North Korea, so whatever. Well, there's a store called Aeon, if I'm pronouncing that right, in South Korea. So that's how I know that they're in South Korea. And there's some videos that's not all based from South Korea on this girl's channel, but yeah, there's something odd with that. So maybe he goes back and forth to South Korea, or maybe So anyway, YouTube's paying this guy money. None of his videos that I can see have been demonetized. The yellow dollar sign of death. I don't think that any of his videos have that, because he has four mid rolls on an 18 a 20-minute long video, and that's some good ad revenue. And especially look at the views this guy gets. So here's the issue: North Korea has to know about this. North Korea has to know about this. And not only do they have to know about it, but they should, in theory, do something about it. Their policy about anybody filming things that should, like, the statues and stuff like that, just filming anything is a big no-no. Like, not even some of the higher party officials are allowed to do this. I mean, they literally have sanctioned cameramen just to film their glorious leader and him only. And only what he decides for them to film, predetermined. And so the fact that they have to know about this, and the fact that they don't do anything about it, raises a very big red flag with me. So either his bank account, if he's a resident of North Korea, a actual citizen, which it says he's only going to be a resident until March of 2018. If he's an actual citizen, you bet your fucking bottom dollar that fucking every penny of his is going straight to the fucking regime. You guarantee that. I mean, that the only money that these people get is extras for rations and what other kind of money they can scrounge up. I mean, just look at his videos, and that it's pretty plain to see. And not only that, is when he edits his videos, he has the prior knowledge that North Korea is a brutal dictatorship and that everybody's, real scared. I mean, look at this clickbait thumbnail right here. A hidden camp, a secret camp with a blacked out, just white words on the thumbnail. That implies that he's going to film one of those concentration camps that we all hear about, only to find out that it's just another prop for, the whatever. It's a clickbait, so it is what it is. But that leaves you with the knowledge that he has, the same kind of knowledge that we have about what really goes on in North Korea, that their actual citizens don't. And so the fact that the regime knows that he's putting those videos out there, and the fact that they don't stop that based off their own edicts, leads me to believe that they're getting some of this YouTube ad revenue. There has to be a benefit for them somehow, unless he is sanctioned to do this for propaganda, to make Western people think that, oh wow, look, life in North Korea really isn't bad. They have look, even this secret camp is just a blah blah blah. It's just a little cabin, and they're like, and there's restaurants, and there's currency and money and everything. Yeah, but that's all in the freaking city center. You go 5 miles outside that, and you see fucking kids scraping fucking corn husks out of fucking horse shit just to fucking survive. So I guess my question is, what the fuck? What is going on? Something is up here, and leads me to my final point. If I can't remember what the exact percentage was, but I think it was 0.001% of the videos that were violent, extremist, Islamic people cutting people's heads off, that had a couple ads on them, that technically started this adpocalypse, and Coca-Cola and all the other people pulled their ads out because of that. And YouTube, just like with was it Casey Neistat's? I think it's Casey Neistat's live stream where all the money was going to the Vegas victims, but just that brutal thing couldn't be monetized, and YouTube didn't want that money going to those victims, and they didn't want nobody making money off a horrible thing. Well, isn't a brutal dictatorship who starves and oppresses its people and throws them in concentration camps, isn't that worse than the Vegas shooting? And it happens every day, all day long. There's like a Vegas shooting every day for breakfast for Kim Jong-un over there. He's just like mowing down 14 people just because they looked at him the wrong way. And they allow this guy to make advertising. And nothing against this guy. He probably is a guy from Indonesia who had a chance to go to North Korea with whatever work visa or whatever they got going on, Nothing against this guy. But for YouTube to allow this ad revenue to go unchecked, but as soon as somebody uploads a video about a cartoon gun on a game, that gets immediately demonetized. But life in a brutal dictatorship, that's free to monetize. There's a lot of weird questions here, and yeah, how does this regime not know that this guy's uploading these videos, and especially editing them in a Western light that shows, or at least implies, North Korea is the way the way it is, I should say. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. All the research I've done, there's good relations between North Korea and Indonesia. And I know that South Koreans and North Koreans, where their families are split, they go back and forth quite, with relative frequency. And also with all the recent shit happening with North Korea, you'd think they'd be cracking down on a lot of these, a lot of just shit like this in general. So, I don't know. Something's up here. So I don't know. Hey, if you enjoyed this exposed video, this is your first time watching the channel, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe if you want, and leave a comment. Let me know, what the fuck you think about this. And Jacka Parker, if that's even your real name, if you happen to see this video and you want to explain yourself, or if you want to have a live stream together, however you upload these videos or however you do what you do from North Korea, I'd be more than willing to, brother. I don't mean no hate towards you in any certain way. 100,000 subs is awesome, and I wish you only the best of luck. But I don't understand either how you haven't been killed yet, or maybe they know and y'all have a chummy relationship, which is kind of fucked up in general. So I don't know. Drop a like, subscribe, comment. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next fucking video. Whenever that is. Whatever the fuck that'll be. Cue the outro.